What's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Leah. I'm a certified personal trainer and online fitness trainer. I have a website where I sell workout plans and fitness apparel. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be talking about fitness mistakes to avoid in 2020. So let's get started. So I wanted to make this video because it is January, it's a brand new year, and I know a lot of people are setting fitness goals and New Year's resolutions. So I wanted to kind of put some helpful advice and tips out there just to kind of help you guys stay on the right track and not make any of these mistakes that could potentially do you more harm in the long run. So the first mistake that you don't want to make in 2020 is setting unrealistic goals and expectations of yourself, especially if you're somewhat new to fitness and maybe you don't really know exactly what you're comfortable with yet, and maybe you don't really know how far you can push yourself at the gym. You don't want to set these crazy goals. Not to say that you shouldn't have goals, because you absolutely should, but you don't want to set unrealistic expectations, because then you're going to be overly hard on yourself, and then if those expectations are not met, then you're going to feel even more disappointed and you're going to be more likely to want to give up. So basically, an example of this might be, someone who has never been to the gym before just waking up one day and saying, okay, starting tomorrow I'm going to go to the gym 7 days a week. If you could do that, if you have that motivation and that drive, I mean, that's excellent, but that's not realistic for the majority of people, especially at the beginning, because it's a big learning curve. You have to learn what workouts are going to work best for you, and you have to get familiar with the equipment and, just how to put everything together in a way that works for you. Also finding time in your schedule to even get to the gym. For a lot of people, that can be really difficult, especially, if you work full time, or you have kids, or, whatever it is that you have going on, because we all have stuff going on, and, everyone has a life. So you don't want to set those unrealistic expectations, because you don't want to be disappointed in the end. So another mistake that you definitely don't want to make in 2020 is listening to the advice of people on social media who are not qualified to give that sort of advice. So what I mean by this is there are a lot of people nowadays who sell a lot of different products, and just to name a few, like Arbonne, It Works, all of those, Herbalife, Plexus, anything like that. A lot of times the people that are selling those types of products are not certified personal trainers. They are not doctors, nurses, they're not registered dietitians. Sometimes maybe you might find someone that is, but more often than not, that is not the case. So they're not qualified to give any type of nutrition advice or workout advice, because they just don't have, the education needed for that. And it's very dangerous to listen to what some of these people might be trying to say, because they don't necessarily have ill intentions, but I think they just aren't informed enough to give, advice like that. And it can be very dangerous, because if you're doing workout plans that aren't suitable for you or your body type, you can get injured. Trying extreme fad diets, you could also become injured that way. You could become sick. You could have an allergic reaction to something. There's a lot of women I see on Instagram that sell those like detox teas, and that can be really dangerous in the long run. So try to avoid stuff like that. If you are interested in a certain product or something, please make sure that you run it by an actual qualified professional, such as your personal doctor, not some random doctor online, a doctor that knows you personally, that you feel comfortable with, or your own personal trainer or your own registered dietitian, because they can give you the most helpful qualified advice on products like that. The next fitness mistake that you definitely don't want to make in 2020 is becoming too consumed with what other people at the gym are thinking. And I know a lot of times that's easier said than done. I've been going to the gym and working out for a little over 6 years now, so I'm very comfortable, with any gym. It's not an intimidating environment for me, but I'm very well aware that not everyone feels that way. And a lot of people go to the gym for years and still don't feel comfortable, and that's okay. But don't get too consumed with what you think other people are thinking. As someone, like I said, who has worked out for many years, and I am a certified personal trainer, even I don't pay attention to what other people are doing in the gym. You know, if someone's doing a workout incorrectly, I rarely notice it because I'm there to focus on my workout. And the majority of people there, it's the same thing. They're too busy worrying about what they're doing. And, you know, you might feel intimidated. You might feel like, oh my God, everyone is staring at me. They know that I don't know what I'm doing. I feel so out of place here. And that's normal because it's a brand new environment. And anyone is going to feel like that. I felt like that at the beginning. I think the first like month that I joined the gym, I only was on the treadmill. That was it. I didn't do anything else because I didn't know how to work the machines. I didn't want to break anything. I didn't want to look stupid. So, you know, everyone goes through that at the beginning. That's totally normal, but just don't get too caught up in that. You know, try to pick a time of the day when it's less busy, or, you know, a lot of gyms when you first sign up, they do have like a free like fitness consultation or like something along those lines with a trainer or another staff member. And, you know, maybe they can show you the machines. They can kind of show you how each one should be used safely. And, you know, you can ask them questions. They're there to help. I know the majority of people who I know that work in gyms who are also trainers and staff, you know, they're willing to help. And it's very rare to find someone who is not willing to help. So don't be afraid to, you know, reach out and ask questions. And like I said, don't get too caught up in what other people are thinking, because I promise at the end of the day, they're really not worried about you. So the next fitness mistake that you should definitely avoid in 2020 is thinking that you don't have enough time to get to the gym, or thinking that you don't have enough resources. You know, even if you can't afford a gym membership, that's okay. That's totally fine. There's a ton of workouts that you can do right at home with very little or even no equipment at all. It's totally possible. You know, I get it. Everyone is busy. Everyone has hectic schedules. You know, maybe you have kids, maybe you have a lot going on. We all do. So there's definitely ways that you can get in shape and get healthy right from home. You know, there's a ton of available resources on YouTube, and even just go on Google and look up like body weight workouts. There's a ton of stuff that you can do. And even if you are able to get to a gym, you might be thinking, well, I don't know if I have enough time. You know, how am I going to fit it into my schedule? The way that I think about it is that I'm sorry, Maddox is like all over the place. The way I think about it is like it's a small portion of your day, just like anything else. And if you want it bad enough, if it's a high enough priority to you, then you'll find the time. And I know a lot of people think that's easier said than done. But if you constantly make excuses and you constantly are thinking, I don't have the time and it's not possible to fit it into my schedule, then the reality is that it's not a high enough priority for you. If it's really that important, you'll find the time, you'll find a way to squeeze it in. Even if you only go for 30 minutes, that's better than nothing. So there's definitely ways to make it work. Okay, so the last fitness mistake that you definitely want to avoid making in 2020 is thinking that only super fit, super attractive people go to the gym. I know it's really hard, especially with everything on Instagram, with the fitness models and everything you see on social media. You might be looking at all of these beautiful women and men and thinking, I don't look like that, so the gym is not a place for me. I will stick out like a sore thumb and I'll look crazy. And I can totally understand why you would feel that way. However, a lot of times that's just simply not the reality. I mean, of course, those people that you see on Instagram and on all the other social media platforms, I mean, they are real people who do go to the gym. So every now and then you may run into a person like that, and that's okay. It's normal to feel a little bit intimidated, but you just have to remember that they all started from the same place that you're starting. You know, eventually at some point in their life, they went to the gym for the very first time, and maybe they were a little bit lost and a little bit confused. And if you're thinking, well, you know, I don't have anything to wear to the gym, I don't have those cute little coordinating outfits, or I can't afford them, that's totally fine. More often than not, when I'm at the gym, I see everyday people who look like myself, wearing sweatpants or t-shirts or, you know, old beat up sneakers. You know, they're just there doing their thing. And that's how I dress. When I go to the gym, I usually throw on a baggy t-shirt and a pair of leggings, and I'm on my way. Of course, I do have some cute little matchy outfits, but a lot of times they're not that comfortable. So I just throw on what I can and go. You know, once I'm there, I'm not too worried about what other people are thinking of me. I'm not looking at them. I know that they're not looking at me. So I'm just there to do my workout, and that's it. And like I said, I know it's easy to get caught up in seeing what other people are doing, like I said, on Instagram, or, you know, it's easy to feel like, oh, it's not a place for me because I don't fit in with that group, you know what I mean? Like I totally understand that, But like I said, more often than not, that's not the complete reality. You know, I've definitely seen women at my gym who are super, super fit and they wear the cute little outfits. But the majority of the time, people just wear, you know, whatever. They're just everyday people who come straight from work, or they're there before work, and, you know, they're just there to get their workout in. So try not to get too caught up in all of that, you know, the visual aspects of things, because at the end of the day, none of that really matters. You know, if your goal is to get to the gym and start a healthier lifestyle, then just focus on that. And everything else will just be completely irrelevant. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and if you did enjoy it, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I know at this point my channel is still fairly new and I don't really have a lot of videos up yet, but I promise I will be uploading new content every week, because I do want to grow this channel and I do want to put out a lot of fitness content. I enjoy making these videos so much, so this is very important to me. If there are any ideas that you guys have for videos for me, please let me know down in the comments. I am open to any and all suggestions. You know, don't hold back. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.